Hey y'all, what it do? What's the vibe like? Put it in the comments. You know I got a message. I missed the day. So I had to get on up here with y'all. I was having fun yesterday. Uh, I hung out. So the title of this video is called Twin Flame versus Spirituality. So I noticed it's a lot of questions about twin flame, and that's kind of when I went through the dark night of my soul, of the soul, when it was my soul, baby. When I met my twin flame, and we actually said this exact thing to each other, before I hit my dark night of the soul. We both said we're so much alike, so much alike. And so when I started like researching, because remember, during my dark night of the soul, I got lots and lots of information. I was just like, what is this feeling? Like, I don't deserve to feel like this. So I was like, well, what is this feeling? Why do I feel this way? I've never allowed a person to make me feel a way. And I was just like, no. And so I got more and more information, and it was like twin flame just started coming at me, and I'm like, let me see what that means. And, people like to romanticize the twin flame. And when you in your twin flame have not done the work on yourselves, you're gonna bump heads. So when you say, or when it's said twin flame, that means the two of you are just alike. And one, if it's not meant for you all to be together, the universe will allow it to spin out of control. So that's where you get stuff like ghosting, which that didn't happen to me, but we just couldn't make it, honey. I was like, so when I started to get into spirituality, or the teaching of spirituality, it told you flat out, who you are, you vibrated on that level, and you attracted that person. We usually get what we want. When you really want somebody, you usually get exactly what it is that you want. And so, yeah, we both was like super digging each other. And I was like, man, like we were thinking marriage and all of this stuff. And so literally, I started doing the work on me. Just, how women nest during pregnancy. Well, I'm like, if he's talking about marriage, let me, so I just started working on myself, like trying to emulate for me what a wife would look like for me. Like, I didn't let him know anything. I still was who I was. We had a open relationship, so to speak. And it was long distance, so to speak. And so I was like, well, now, we talking about, coming together. So let me get it together. And so I just started working on me without him telling him anything. Still being who I was and for him. And the universe heard them conversations that was going on when I wasn't there, apparently. And I kept getting warnings, red flags, stuff that wasn't happening, 2 years ago is happening now. And so when I say I talk spirit and how the power will get you to where the power wants you to be. So it broke, we broke it off. Like it crashed and burned. Okay. So understand that when you're talking about a twin flame, a lot of people say you only have one, and I don't believe that, because I believe we have multiple soulmates. I think a soulmate could be a parent, it could be a friend, it could be, you just get that soul tie. That I say soul ties are the same thing. It could be a friend, it could be whatever. They say you get multiple soulmates, but you only have one twin flame. And I'm like, no, because when you work on yourself enough to where you change your mind and you start vibrating on that level, whereas now you get somebody just like you mirror someone, just so you call in another twin flame. You do not wait on a lot of people. I heard it, I've seen it. I'm like, no, you do not wait on a twin flame. If y'all supposed to be together, and look, I put it like this. I knew that he was not my caliber, but twin flame is twin flame. Twin flame, y'all, when y'all get together, it creates a whirlwind. So when I tell you it was everything, everything was everything. I'm trying to be nice here, but it was like a whole whirlwind. Like, I loved him and he loved me. But it was just, we were so much alike, because when I say I'm doing my thing, like, I'm not sitting nowhere twiddling my thumbs or, pounding away over nobody. So I would still be going out and posting on my social media everything I'm doing. And this was just for me. It was like, I'm not going to be sitting up thinking about what he's doing. And so he was secretive. But I understand that male-female thing is, I'm going to be secretive because if she finds out, she going to stop messing with me. But that's what got him exed. Like, you could have told the truth. You could have told the truth. I was telling the truth. And so, like I said, there is not one twin flame, because once you work on your mind and renew your heart and change that concept, change your spirit, you are then now to attract in your person, and it can be a twin flame. And so then that's when you get to the romanticizing of it, like, ooh, okay. Where you manifest a partner for life. Because the way that whole tumultuous, in a good and bad way, the way that was, like, source, I'm gonna need that again. So, I want to believe, like, it's always somebody better than your best. So don't get stuck on that twin flame thing and think that you cannot have what you want to have, because you can. Yes, you can. I suggest, because I had some issues too. I'm getting real personal on here. I had some issues too. And I had to work on those things because I really didn't care. Like, I don't care, boy, about my face. Like, real quick. And I've always been that type of person. So once I started caring, it was like, I don't really care, which sent me into the dark night of the soul. And a lot of times, that's why I brought this up with the whole spiritual thing, is because if you're, and I say this with anybody, if you're dealing with anybody, if you're connected to anybody and that person is not growing in any kind of way, because a lot of times we think, well, that's just them. No, it's going to affect you. It's going to touch you. That person is not growing and you are, that person's not for you. You ever been in a situation where you got a friend and you seemingly are doing better than that friend, or you all don't do the same thing no more? Then all of a sudden y'all friendship can't last because you're growing. When you grow, you have to set yourself around people who grow. And I knew that he wasn't growing. I saw it in him a year prior. I'm like, oh, well, whatever, because of the other stuff. So when you are with somebody, male or female, and that person is not growing and you got to separate, because otherwise the universe is going to spin that out of control, spin that person off. So I was like, now, after I went through my little thing, my little dark night of the soul and everything, I was thankful for him allowing me to grow even more. Now, this is the thing. You can be with your twin flame if that person is working on themselves. If they're not working on themselves, or if they seemingly have no clue, or they're denying that they need, to work on themselves, gotta go. Yeah. I hate to break it to you. Like, I ain't even want to say it to you like that, but you don't want to keep hurting yourself. When you know somebody is not for you, hey, I said after about 3 good months, because my previous practice was 72 hours. I would tell myself, girl, you got 72 hours to be hurt about something. Let's go. But this lasted for like 90 days, 3 months. I'm like, what is this? Until I woke up and it was like the universe sent me that information. So I'm just sharing it with you. It's like it sent me the information about twin flames and how it was so romanticized. And it didn't tell you, like, nobody ever said there's a chance for you to meet another twin flame, because everybody want to say there's only one twin flame. And I'm like, it can't be, honey, because that dum-dum, no. And the only way he could come back around me is he throws me a ticker tape parade. And I'm not lying. Like, at all. So I don't see no growth. It would have to be miraculous. So, yeah, I just want to come up here with y'all and kick a little, drop a few gems on you, let you know baby, life ain't over. Life ain't over. Start working on yourself, cleansing that heart, purifying your heart, purifying your mind. Stop thinking negative things about yourself and anybody. Give yourself the 5-second rule. This is how you work on yourself. This is how you work on your mind. This is how you work on your heart. Give yourself the 5-second rule. You thinking of anything that's negative. We don't think like that. We don't talk to ourselves like that. We don't play that. We don't. Because, baby, my love, it's a chance. It's a chance. And I want it for us all. So, you know how I end my video. I love you.